Welcome and thank you for tuning in to the 2021-2022 Furnace Brook Press Club audio book review. These are all reviews written by our Press Club students, and our Press Club students were able to get advanced copies of these books from the Storybook Cove in Hanover, Mass. After they read them, they wrote these reviews, and now we have compiled this audio podcast for you to hear all of their opinions. Our readers have been Marina Corwin, Mick Walsh, Meg Rice, Bobby Cochran, Lucy Baird, and myself, Mrs. DeLuca.
Press Club. Be the first to read/hear about these advanced titles. Reviews by our own FBMS students.
Available March 8th, 2022. All That's Left in the World. Author Eric Brown. Reviewer James O. Age of reviewer 12. Genre science fiction. Part of a series? No. Two kids, Andrew and Jameson, try to survive in an apocalyptic world. It has mature situations and some big swears. I recommend higher grades read this. Stars? 4. Exciting plot? Had a satisfying end. Made me laugh. Was hard to believe. Uses words and sentences well. Has interesting characters. Available now. Bedhead Ted. Author Scott Santiago. Reviewer Juliana P. Age of reviewer 11. Genre boy book, graphic novel. Part of a series? Maybe. The setting for the book Bedhead Ted is the forest, BBRC, school and home. Also, the story is about a kid with long hair that would start growing back. The other problem is Ted thinks there's a beast, but is it real? Also, his best friend is Stacy. This book is so good. Stars 4.5. Exciting plot, had a satisfying end, made me laugh, was hard to believe, uses words and sentences well, has interesting characters, ends with a cliffhanger, teaches an important lesson. Available February 1st, 2022. Black Panther Spellbound. Author Ronald L. Smith. Reviewer Tucker C. Age of reviewer 11. Genre hero and social justice fiction. Part of a series? Yes, book 2. T'Challa, Sheila, and Zeke are all best friends. They go on an exciting mission to find the madman in this book. There's nothing bad about this book, but it would be a little creepy for a certain age. Stars 5. Exciting plot, has a satisfying end, made me laugh. The reviewer chose to keep this book. Available now, January 2018. Boy Underwater. Author Adam Barron. Reviewer Reese F. Age of reviewer 12. Genre realistic mental health. Part of a series? No. This book is about a boy who has a rough start. He winds up trying to solve the mystery of what's wrong with his mom because she started acting weird and went to the hospital. Stars 5. Has interesting characters. Available May 17, 2022. Caprice. Author Co. Booth. Reviewer Riley M. Age of reviewer 14. Genre psychological. Part of a series? No. This book was really interesting. The main character, Caprice, went to a really good school for the summer called Ainsley. Caprice went through sexual abuse when she was younger. Whenever she went back hometown to see her best friend and family, she was offered a scholarship to Ainsley. Caprice's grandma got pretty sick and was in the hospital. Some days passed and Caprice made her decision on whether she wanted to go to Ainsley or not. But then she went to visit her grandma and her best uncle was there. Caprice confessed about what her uncle did, but, spoilers, this book can be very relatable for some people, and it keeps you on your feet. Stars 5, made me laugh, made me cry. Uses words well, teaches an important lesson, has a satisfying end, has interesting characters.
Dream, Annie Dream by Waka T. Brown. Available January 2022. Reviewer Eleanor P. Age of reviewer 11. Genre realistic fiction. Dream, Annie Dream is a really good book about a girl in 7th grade who is not treated fairly because she is Japanese. She plays basketball and performs in a number of musicals. In the story, there's a lot of betrayal. I recommend this book, and I hope you read it when it comes out. 4 out of 5 stars. Exciting plot and has a satisfying end. It made me laugh, and it teaches an important lesson. It has interesting characters and uses words and sentences well.
Available September 28th, 2021. Evil Thing, a villain's graphic novel. Author Serena Valentino. Reviewer Melina T. Age of reviewer 12. You may know the most evil villain and will always be one, but you never know their backstory or why they did it. Cruella was a nice young girl living life until these pair of earrings changed her whole life. Her life was slowly going worse as she got older. It was a really good comic book. Stars 5. Who would like this? Kids who like the villain's backstory. Exciting plot. Available now, October 2021. Faceless. Author Catherine Lesky. Reviewer Julia P. Age of reviewer 11. Genre historical fiction. Part of a series? No. Faceless is about a 13-year-old girl. She is a spy and is about to play a major role in her first-time mission. This book is simply amazing. I would recommend this book for 7th grade and up. There are swears and some violence, but much of that is near the end. Stars 5. Uses words and sentences well. Kinda teaches an important lesson. Has a satisfying end. Has interesting characters. And an exciting plot.
Falling Short by Ernesto Sinceros. Available March 15th, 2022. Reviewer Liam B. Age of reviewer 11. Genre personal narrative. I got halfway through this book and I didn't like it. It's because there is fighting and it is very sad. The family goes through a lot of problems. 2 out of 5 stars. It has interesting characters. Fireborn by Aisling Fowler. Available now. Reviewer Julia P. Age of reviewer 11. Genre fantasy and it's part of a series. The plot is that a girl gets kidnapped and a girl named 12 follows her only to get intercepted by dangerous magical creatures and ends up where she started. I really enjoyed this book because I could envision the whole thing in my head. I think it's a good book for 5th graders and up. Use words and sentences well. Teaches an important lesson and has a satisfying ending. Has an exciting plot and made me cry. has interesting characters, and was hard to believe but made me laugh. 5 out of 5 stars. Available March 2022. Gallon. Author Victoria Schwab. Reviewer Marina C. Age of reviewer 13. Genre mystery. This book is not part of a series. I Gallant by Victoria is a mystery fiction with a supernatural twist. This book brought me out of a reading slump. It took me 2 days to read. The characters are so well written, and I found myself being sucked into the story. 5 stars. Has a satisfying end, has an exciting plot, has interesting characters, made me cry, and it uses words and sentences very well.
Available March 1st, 2022. Join the club, Maggie Diaz. Author, Nina Moreno. Reviewer, Molly E. Age of reviewer, 11. Genre, realistic fiction. Part of a series? No. I think this book is great. It teaches you a lesson about being responsible and finding things you love to do. I really like how Maggie tried to find something to impress her parents with, but then soon realized she should be finding something she likes to do. Stars, 5. Exciting plot, had a satisfying end, made me laugh, has interesting characters, uses words and sentences well, teaches an important lesson.
Available March 1st, 2022. Join the club. Maggie Days. Author Nina Moreno. Reviewer Molly E. Age of reviewer 11. Genre realistic fiction. Part of series? No. This book is great. It teaches you a lesson about being responsible and finding things you love to do. I really like how Maggie tried to find something to impress her parents with, but when she soon realized she was finding something she likes too. Stars, 5. Exciting plot, had a satisfying end, made me laugh, has interesting characters, uses words and sentences well, teaches an important lesson. Available November 2nd, 2021. Liar's Room. Author Dan Poblocki. Reviewer Marley H. Age of reviewer 11. Genre science fiction and horror. Part of series? No question mark. I liked it because the plot was interesting and had mystery and ghosts. The plot was about 3 children, 2 were twins, and they wouldn't believe Simon that their house was haunted. There is something wrong with the house. Stars, 5. Exciting plot, ends with cliffhanger, was hard to believe, has interesting characters, uses words and sentences well, teaches an important lesson.
Available now, May 17th, 2022. Lines of Courage by Jennifer A. Nielsen. Reviewer was Georgia C. Age of the reviewer was 12. Genre, historical fiction. It was not part of a series. The book starts off a little slow, but the plot takes off. Jennifer A. Nielsen is one of my favorite authors. Her historical fiction books are very compelling. Lines of Courage is similar to some of Alan Gratz's books. It is written from the third-person POV of Felix, a young Jewish boy living in Austro-Hungarian Empire, Kara, a French girl separated from her family, Elsa, a German girl rethinking whose side she is on the war, and Dmitri, a Russian boy sent out to fight on the front lines with no weapon. Lines of Courage explore all sides from World War I. Stars 4.7, has interesting characters, an exciting plot, a satisfying end, and uses words and sentences well.
Available December 28th, 2021. Loveless. Author, Alice Osman. Reviewer, Drew R. Age of reviewer, 13. Four friends go to party, and some of them like each other. I felt like I was there, and I enjoyed it because it was interesting. Caution. There were swears. Stars, 5. Part of a series? Yes. Book 4. Do you need to read in order? Yes. Who would like this? Kids who like romance. Uses words and sentences well. Has interesting characters. Was hard to believe. Made me laugh. Asexual. Romantic.
Loyalty by Avi. Available February 2022. Reviewer Brett M. Age of reviewer 11. Genre historical fiction. The plot is betrayal and sadness, but it comes with a lot of good. I enjoyed the love and courage in this. It is about the American Revolutionary War, the British, Boston, rebels, the Americans, and lots of thrill. 5 out of 5 stars. Exciting plot, has a satisfying end. Made me cry and laugh, teaches an important lesson, and has an interesting characters and uses words and sentences well. The reviewer even chose to keep the book, so you can tell how good it is. Available February 8th, March 2022. Lulu and Milagro's Search for Clarity. Written by Angelina Velez. Reviewer Karen W. Age of reviewer 12. Genre coming of age. Part of a series? No. The plot is about two sisters going on a trip around the United States. They find out that they need each other. Girl/family drama. 3.5 stars. Exciting plot, made me laugh. It teaches an important lesson, and it has interesting characters, and it uses words and sentences well.
Lulu and Milagro's Search for Clarity. Author, Angela Velez. Reviewer, Bianca N. Age of reviewer, 14. Rating, 3.5 stars. What genre do you think this is? A YA romance. And do you normally enjoy the genre? Yes. If this book is in a series, do you have to read them in order? Yes. If the book costs $15 to $20, would it be worth buying? No. Check all that apply. Teaches an important lesson. Has an exciting plot. Made me laugh. Has interesting characters. Was hard to believe. Lulu and Milagro's Search for Clarity is a laugh-out-loud coming-of-age story about two Latina sisters trying to sort out their futures. The book includes some mature topics, but it's nothing too serious. This book will leave readers wanting more. Available January 4th, 2022. Magical Boy. Author, The Cow. Reviewer, Abriana S. Age of reviewer, 12. Genre, graphic novel. Part of a series? Yes, book 1. This book is about a girl wanting to be trans, but his mom does not support it. Really thrilling read. Stars, 3.5. Exciting plot. Teaches an important lesson. Has interesting characters.
Magical Boy by The Cow. Available January 2022. Reviewer Milo R. Age of reviewer 12. Genre graphic novel, and it is part of a series. I like this book because it has a lot of action and humor. I like that Annie/Max and Jen are girls but like to think of themselves as boys. I think it's really funny when Max transforms for the first time, but it's not funny that his mom is trying to make him who he's not. And I think he has really nice friends like Jenna and Sean. Sean is funny because his dad is really tough like a gangster, and Sean just wants to collect cute little things in peace. It has a couple swears in it, but overall probably is one of now my favorite books. 5 out of 5 stars. Exciting plot, ends with a cliffhanger, and made me laugh.
Available January 4th, 2022. Magical Boy. Author, Eric Brown. Reviewer, Lucy B. Age of reviewer, 11. Genre, graphic novel. Part of a series? No. The book Magical Boy was a great book because it is about a girl who wants to be transgender, but her mom does not accept her. Her friend got her a binder so her chest could be flat. Her real name is Anya, but her boy name is Max. I loved this book. Stars, 5. Had a satisfying end. Made me laugh. Was hard to believe. Uses words and sentences well. Has interesting characters. Ends with a cliffhanger.
Available March 2022. Messi Roots by Azim Fowler. Reviewer Jaden P. Age of reviewer 12. Graphic novel. This book is not part of a series. A young girl named Laura Gale is figuring out her personality, orientation, and who she is. I related to her a lot because she had a hard time with her parents, but learned to overcome it. She learns to grow up and become mature. I personally really enjoyed this book. 5 stars. It uses words and sentences well, teaches an important lesson, has a satisfying end, has an exciting plot, made me laugh, it has interesting characters, and it made me cry.
Messi Roots, a graphic memoir of a Wahanese American by Laura Gao. Available February 2022. Reviewer Aubrey F. Age of reviewer 11. Genre graphic novel. This was a great book. It was a little bit of her childhood story, then her moving to America and going through hard times fitting in, being gay and not knowing how to tell her family, and it tells you about her college story and how she met her challenges. Very good, exciting plot. Made me feel good at the end. Teaches an important lesson and made me laugh.
Title: Milo and Marcus at the End of a World. Author: Kevin Christopher Snipes. It's available May 24th, 2022, and that is available now. The reviewer is Katie C., and she is 12 years old. She gave it 4.5 stars, and the genre she thinks the book is LGBT and fiction. She normally does enjoy this genre, and if the book wasn't a series, do you have to read them in order? And you do. It has a satisfying end. It made people cry. It has an exciting plot. It made people laugh. It uses words and sentences extremely well, and it has interesting characters. The review: Milo and Marcus at the End of a World is really good. There were a few parts I didn't understand. Overall, it was really good, and I would love for this to be a series and know what happens in their life together.
Available January 4th, 2022. Murder of Crows. Author K. Ankrum. Reviewer Rowan Z. Age of reviewer 11. Genre crime detective mystery. Part of a series? Yes, book 1. Take Torres was famous for solving the Lit Killer case. Insert, which is also a podcast. A group of investigators asked if she wanted to come to a meeting when someone dies. Now Tig has another case to solve. I did not like the book because it was not action-packed until the end. There were swears often in the book. Stars, 3. Exciting plot, ends with a cliffhanger, was hard to believe, has interesting characters.
Title: The Name She Gave Me by Betty Cully. And the reviewer was Katie C., and she is 13 years old. The book comes out on June 21st, 2022. She gave it 4.5 stars, and the genre she thinks it is fiction. She normally does enjoy this genre, and if the book wasn't a series, you would have to read them in order, and if it cost $15 to $20, it would be worth buying. It had a satisfying end. It ends with a cliffhanger. It made people cry. It has an exciting plot. It made people laugh and has interesting characters. The review:
The name she gave me is one of my favorite books that I've read. I couldn't put down the book, it was so interesting. When/if the second one comes out, I'm going to get it to see what happens to Ella.
The Odds by Matt Stanton. Available January 2022. Reviewer, Lexi B. Age of reviewer, 12. Genre, graphic novel. It's part of a series, book 1 of 2. This book is a graphic novel that is all about a kid that wakes up with a bunch of fictional characters surrounding her and has to find out about a way to get them back to their homes. Comics, games, picture books, but there are many challenges to face. Stars, 5. Has a satisfying end, has an exciting plot, has interesting characters, was hard to believe and made me laugh. Uses words and sentences well, teaches an important lesson, and ends on a cliffhanger.
Available December 7th, 2021. Out of the Fire. Author, Andrea Contos. Reviewer, Maritza B. Age of reviewer, 11. Genre, realistic fiction. Part of a series, yes. It's a great book. I loved it. But it does have swear words in it, so it might be better for 7th grade and above. I like the way the main character Cass acted. I love how she dealt with her stuff. Being kidnapped, threatening letters, vengeance. Stars, 5. Made me laugh. Has interesting characters. Uses words and sentences well.
Available March 2022. Over and Out. Author Jenny L. Walsh. Reviewer Drew R. Age of the reviewer 13. Genre mystery/historical fiction. Part of a series? No. There's a mystery, spying, breaking in and out of stuff. This is a great book if you like mysteries and excitement. From Amazon. Sophie has spent her entire life behind the Berlin Wall, guarded by landmines, towers, and attack dogs. A science lover, Sophie dreams of becoming an inventor, but that's unlikely in East Berlin, where the Stasi, the secret police, are always watching. The Stasi threatened to bring her mother, who has a disability from post-polio syndrome, to an institution if Sophie does not spy for them. Stars, 5. Has interesting characters and an exciting plot.
Available now. Pax Journey Home. Author Sarah Pennypacker. Reviewer Georgia C. Age of reviewer 11. Genre realistic fiction animals. Part of series book 2. In this exciting sequel to Pax, Peter decides to leave Volo's home to join the Water Warriors and help them decontaminate the water poisoned from the war. He meets a couple, Jade and Samuel, and Jade helped Peter think about his decisions. Pax Journey Home is an amazing book, and I highly recommend it. It is completely age-appropriate, and readers will love this long-awaited sequel. Stars, 5. Exciting plot, had satisfying end, used words and sentences well, had interesting characters.
Available now. A Rebel in Auschwitz. Author Jack Fairweather. Reviewer Georgia C. Age of reviewer 11. Genre nonfiction. Part of series? No. The Witold Pilecki, a Polish underground operative, has a mission to enter Auschwitz, the Nazi death camp, and then do the unthinkable, escape. Over the course of 2.5 years, 1940 to 1942, Pilecki uncovered the horrifying crimes of the Nazi regime. I love World War II books, and A Rebel in Auschwitz was a good fit for me. There are a few swears and torture mentioned, so I would recommend this book for 7th grade and up. 4.5 out of 5 stars. Use words and sentences well. Has interesting characters. Riley's Ghost by John David Anderson. Available January 2022. Reviewer Cole P. Age of reviewer 12. Genre mystery and horror. A girl named Riley finds herself in a school after dismissal and finds herself trapped inside. Is she alone though? 3 out of 5 stars. Has an exciting plot.
Available now, March 2022. Squire, author Sarah Alfaji. Kept book. Reviewer Sophie M. Age of reviewer 11. Genre historical fiction. Part of a series? No. The story and the plot seems to be based around the Disney movie Mulan, where the kid runs away from home to join the army. There are some twists in the book, plus some sad parts, but overall, the book was great. The pictures were very detailed with color contrast. Stars? 5. Uses words and sentences well. Teaches an important lesson. Has interesting characters. Made me cry.
Available February 22nd, 2022. Unseen Magic by Emily Lloyd Jones. The reviewer was Amelia M. Age of the reviewer was 11. Genre fantasy. Part of a series? No. Aldermere is the first place that Finley has ever really considered a home. Quirky and magical, Finn loves it, and finally feels safe. One place in particular, a magical tea shop, allows her to feel brave for a while as long as she gives a memory. So, Finn disposes of bad memories and starts to feel normal, until she accidentally creates a bad version of herself made of bad memory. Finn has to remember her past and be braver than ever in order to save Aldermere. This book has a really slow start but was really good. A superb, exciting, and quick story even every fantasy reader will love. 4 stars. Teaches an important lesson, has a satisfying end, and has exciting plot.
The Not-So-Uniform Life of Holly May by Christina Matula. Available April 5th, 2022. Reviewer Lucy B. Age of reviewer 11. Genre realistic fiction. It's part of a series. Holly May just moved to Hong Kong. She's attending the top school and her mom keeps talking about relationships. Between friendships and new rules, Holly May has some adjusting to do. 5 out of 5 stars. Uses words and sentences well, teaches an important lesson, and has a satisfying end. An exciting plot and made me laugh.
Available now, February 1st, 2022. When the World Turned Upside Down. Author Kay Iver. Reviewer Abby W. Age of reviewer 13. Genre realistic fiction. Part of a series? No. This book is about how friend group deals with COVID and what happened. I enjoyed it very much. There weren't any issues in the book either. Stars? 3. Teaches an important lesson. Has interesting characters. Uses words and sentences well.
Where the Sky Lives by Margaret Dillaway. Available March 2022. Reviewer Brett M. Age of reviewer 11. Genre realistic fiction. Part of a series? No. I enjoyed Where the Sky Lives, but it was sad. Also fun at times. There is a sad situation. Tuesday Beals is in Zion Park and loves the stars because her Uncle Ezra taught her to. Then something happens. Stars. 5. Has a satisfying end, has an exciting plot, has interesting characters, was hard to believe, made me cry, uses words and sentences well, teaches an important lesson and ends on a cliffhanger. Why Would I Lie? By Addie Rule. Available March 2022. Reviewer Grace C. Age of reviewer 13. Genre mystery. Vivica North, the perfect, top of her class, smart valedictorian, is ready to fill her mother's missing life in college. All is perfect until someone special is also trying to take the valedictorian spot. Jameson Sharp. Jealousy? Who is he? Having all the options in the world, something is off. Vivica goes to investigate to find a whole web of lies and deception. Will she be able to take him down, or will she fail because of his popularity? I really enjoyed this book. The mystery brought the book to life, and the reader gets in the eyes of the perfect girl. It has swears in big words. 4 out of 5 stars. Uses words and sentences well, has interesting characters, and teaches an important lesson. Has a satisfying end, made me laugh, and has an exciting plot.
Available November 2021. The Wild World Handbook of Creatures. Author, Andrea DeBink. Reviewer, Molly E. Age of reviewer, 11. Genre, nonfiction. Part of a series? No. I really liked how well this book showed me things in the wild I had never known before. This book teaches you about all different types of animals and creatures. Stars, 4. Teaches important lesson, uses words well, has interesting characters, was hard to believe.
The Wild World Handbook of Creatures by Andrea Debink. Available November 2nd, 2021. Reviewer, Gabriella Mazza. Age of reviewer, 12. Genre, nonfiction. I loved this book. What I enjoyed most is that you learn so much about different scientists and insects. Also animals. There are so many facts and I learned so many new things. This book is great for anyone who loves nature. 4 out of 5 stars. Uses words and sentences well and teaches an important lesson.
Available March 1st, 2022. Wingbearer. Author, Marjorie Lulu. Reviewer, Jasmine D. Age of reviewer, 11. Wingbearer is the story about a girl trying to get the spirits of the birds back to the tree. Stars, 5. Who would like this? Kids who like fantasy. Exciting plot, has interesting people and animals. Available June 21st, 2022. A Year to the Day. Author, Robin Benway. Reviewer, Grace K. Age of reviewer, 13. Genre, realistic, young adult. Part of a series? No. While reading A Year to the Day, I cried, I laughed, and I related to the interesting characters. It has a lot of swearing, but it's at appropriate times. This book is well written, and the suspense, when reading in reverse chronological order, is insanely intriguing. Stars, 5. Uses words and sentences well, teaches an important lesson, has interesting characters, made me cry, made me laugh, has a satisfying end.
Available now, Yusuf Azim is not a hero. Author, Sidi Farouk. Reviewer, Lucy B. Age of reviewer, 11. Genre, realistic fiction. Part of series. This book is about Yusuf Azim, a 6th grade boy starting middle school in Frey, Texas. He and his family are being harassed because they are Muslim. He goes through a lot at school. Over the course of the story, and all the while his story is happening, he reads his uncle's journal, who was living in fall of 2001, September 11th. Stars, 5. Exciting plot, had a satisfying end, made me laugh, teaches an important lesson, has interesting characters.
That's all for the 2021-2022 Press Club Reviews. I hope you tune in for next year's reviews and join the club maybe when school starts again. Until then, enjoy summer reading and have a great rest of the year.